Ew, that's gross. What the fuck? Oh, that's some lotion. Woo! Ew, I have lotion in my mouth. I fucking kinda pay for the Wi-Fi in this house, and it is in my name, but yet I am the only one that the Wi-Fi doesn't reach through. Make that shit make sense, though. I'm sorry about the chair. I know it's. Ugh, the sound makes me crazy. Y'all think it's in camera horrible? What? Y'all think it's horrible on camera? Be here and listen to it. I'm trying to search for. Whoop, expose myself. I'm trying to, see. I'm trying to, oop, mess. And then there is another mess. I don't know where to point this shit at. Like, there's a mess here and there's a mess there. Who gives a shit, okay? How about I light a candle? I'll, like, put it somewhere in the bag. Yeah, because this is aesthetically pleasing. I'm trying to search for Aries celebrities so I can put them in. Because off the top of my head, I only remember Lady Gaga and Emma Watson. Oh. But I need it. I'll go and get that shit and come back.
1 hour later. Three hours later.
Now when he grab you by the waist, put that pussy in his face, eat the cake like Debbie May, don't let that shit go to waste. We got no more time to waste, gotta run out on the stage, hold me up and penetrate me, fans are waiting, don't delay me, OMG, oh my
God. I'm back. Okay. I don't know where do I position myself. 1, 2, 3. Action. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Hi, hello, yeah. This is my messy room. Because it's 9 a.m. and I woke up like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Well, today I'm going to do a video about Aries.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse.
Since it's their birth season. And well, let's just talk a little bit about the Aries life. So first things first, if you're asking for my credentials, I'm telling you right now, I used to own a zodiac Tumblr page. Yep, you heard right. A zodiac page. And on Tumblr. Not Instagram, not here on YouTube, not on Twitter, but on the good old Tumblr. Ugly ass Tumblr. And to expose myself, the page is still up. It's called Zodiac Ran, and I haven't been on there for like a year. Yeah, for like a year. So if you're interested in more Zodiac shit, I'm gonna link it down below for you to check it out, or you can search it on your own. You know how it works. And if you won't bother, then it's your life. I won't tell you what the fuck to do, bitch. Damn. Okay, you know, my luck, it's quarantine. Don't come for me. There are no open barbershops. Fuck. Okay, so Aries. So if you don't know, Aries are all those that are born between, I believe, 20th of March until the 20th of April. I'm not sure because The birth dates are kind of iffy. They change from time to time. So that's, as far as I know, is the set dates. And let's mention some Aries celebrities. Aries is, what do you call Aries? Arians? Wait, no, that's a wrong word to use. No, not Aryans. Aries. I think just Aries. Okay. So we have Miranda Kerr, Kristen Stewart, Emma Watson, Queen. Shay Mitchell, Lady Gaga, another queen. Like two queens, Shay Mitchell, Lady Gaga, and Emma Watson. The three queens, what the fuck? Kourtney Kardashian, love her. Charlie Hunnam, Amanda Bynes, may God bless her. Oh, I heard she's getting married and she's pregnant. Way to go, Amanda. Like, you did the whole falling into the gutter and coming out of it. I am proud of you. James Franco, Brenda Song, Mariah Carey. If you feeling emotion. Logan Paul. I'm sorry I even mentioned him. Rosie Huntington, Scott Eastwood, Randy Orton. Now, you know I was a WWE fan when I was a kid before I knew it was fake. And I thought that shit was real. And I thought Randy Orton was the fucking shit, bitch. My teeth yellow. Elle Fanning, which is the sister of Dakota Fanning. She's like the angel, and Dakota is like the demon. We have Steven Tyler. I can smell him just by looking at the picture. Celine Dion, Victoria Beckham, Fergie Fergalicious definition, make the boys go loco. Yep, that's my favorite moment of Fergie was there was this video of her in Las Vegas when like it's in New Year's, and in New York they would be like, well, now to Las Vegas with Fergie, and she's like lit as fuck, and she was like, this year gonna be cray. I love her. That's a definition of Aries, getting lit and being cray.
It's lit.
We have Sarah Michelle Gellar, which I love her because she reminds me of my favorite cartoon character, my first female cartoon character crush, Daphne from Scooby-Doo. I loved that hoe. Sarah Jessica Parker, Reese Witherspoon, Kate Hudson, Diana Ross, yup, her, and Eddie Murphy. Okay, so Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac chronologically. Wow. Okay. English major. Don't know the difference. Okay. So Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, and they are represented by the ram. They are ruled by Mars, the planet of war, which is very telling over their personality. And their element is fire, and their representation in fire is wildfire. So they are the most fiery fire sign, basically. Aries is the wildest sign. They are known to be impulsive, brave, courageous, very outgoing, loud, and some people might say obnoxious. They are ride or die type of people. They go with the flow. They do not like to be chained down. Most Aries prefer to be freelance and entrepreneurs over having to work, say, 9-to-5 job or even study. Most Aries that I have known in my life did not like to go study unless that was their ambition. Them bitch, they were the best. Which is one thing to know about Aries, is that they may not know everything, but what they're good at, they are the best at. So if an Aries is funny, they're funny as fuck. If they're smart as fuck. And if they're strong as fuck. Like bodybuilding Aries are like this big. So watch out for that bitch when you want to fight. Which is another thing. Aries are ferocious. They're very, just like the ram, they'll ram you. Get it? Because they'll fucking go bolt at your ass crazy. You won't even see it. We'll be like, you better square up, bitch. Like, that's how it is. Aries types of fight, it's like on site. And they don't hold grudges, but it's always on site type of shit. Aries always have high standards for themselves and not so much of others because, that's how they become. I don't know why, but that piece of shit stopped recording. Are you okay? Hello?
Hello?
I don't know. It stopped recording for 1 second for some reason. But anyway, back to my topic of discussion. So Aries type of fighting is on site. They don't hold grudges, but best to believe if they got a problem with you, they are addressing it right there on the spot. Like, they don't come to play or just to play. They want to play and fight. And that's all. So the Aries sun, what makes the Aries sun special? Aries sun are known to be the most for their passion and self-esteem, meaning that Aries suns are esteemable people. They do esteemable things. A lot of Aries suns love to go out, do voluntary work, help other people, spread a message, spread awareness. Esteemable people do esteemable things. Thus, this Aries sun love to embrace other people and increase their self-esteem by doing things that help other people. So in this way, they're not pumping air into their ego and having a head full of air, basically, like being an airhead, like so much ego for nothing. No, not with the Aries sun. That don't work like that. Also, what makes the Aries sun so special is that they are fighters and survivors. In other words, meaning that they don't go down that easy. If you want to fight an Aries in any kind of way, whether it's verbally, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, even in work, like in a work way, like you keep putting them down, Aries does not budge. It won't budge. It'll keep going up. It'll keep going up. And you know what? They may not go up. They might go just right there, just like one step ahead of you, just there. Like, imagine if you're the manager, they're gonna be like, I don't know what, like the district manager, like the supervisor of of you, if you're the manager, and they'll fuck you up. Just like they'll just stay in that position, even though they know they can go higher, just to fuck your life up. Which is the thing about Aries in general, that they do not like to be messed with. Aries is the kind of that they're evil, but they're evil with a reason. They know that they're being evil. It's one of those few signs that are evil and know it. They may be impulsive, but they're impulsive with actions, not with intent. Intent, they know what the fuck they're doing. So Aries moon, there are some of the wildest people out there. I don't have a list with people that are Aries moons, but I might include them. Or I might do a segment alone on Aries moon and talk about them and all the other planetary separately. But today we're gonna talk about them briefly and how they differ from each other as a placement, what makes them in that placement special. Passion. Aries in the moon makes the person very, very, very moody with extreme emotion, extreme highs, extreme lows. You will never meet a subtle Aries moon. That is just the end of it. They are extra with their delivery of things. They are extra with how they feel things, how they perceive things, and how do they process them and deliver them. Most Aries moons always fuck themselves over because of the fact that they do not know how to process these things. Their predominant feeling always is anger, regardless of how they're feeling. Like, they're happy, they get so hyped, they'll get physical. They're sad, it develops into anger. They're angry, it develops into rage. So it just doesn't stick to the actual emotion itself or the feeling itself. It always exaggerates and extends and goes into this big thing that does not relate to it, but they feel it. So You can't tell them it's not real when they're feeling it, right? But yeah, so Aries moons, when it comes to connecting, they are well suited with other fire signs specifically. An intense water sign like Scorpio would also do well with an Aries moon just because intensity, they might understand each other, but we're forgetting there's people who get along and there's people who would understand you. So in understanding, fire moons and Scorpio moon would be the best for Aries in communication, but to people to get along with, they need to find air moons because they will calm that shit down, but not like in a way. Air moons will probably be like, get this shit out right now so it doesn't build up and get worse. So it's not like with an earth moon, they're probably like, you shut the fuck up. This is the wrong time. This is the wrong way. You need to think about it. With fire moons, they'll probably hype you up to worse. And with water moons, they're probably gonna be hyped up more with you. So you need air moons to balance out all that rage and cool you off basically. So now Aries Mercury. Now, I'm an Aries Mercury, so this relates to me a lot. And the biggest thing about Aries Mercury is that we speak loudly, clearly, and we tend to get aggressive in tone very, very, very quickly. We can be mean very quickly.
It's getting hot in here.
We can hurt people's feelings very quickly, and there's also a special tone to the voice. Like the voice does have its own ring, like you hear it and you know who that is. Mercury is all about thinking and communication, and the way of thinking for Aries Mercury is competition and winning. So that's the way they perceive life, is it's competition, winning, success, ambition, passion, aspirations, what makes you happy, all the people you need to crush. Like I said, with the manager, you're here, they are here. You want to fuck them up. Aries Mercury wants to be that with opposing people in thought and in like people with different mindsets. Aries Mercury always tries to be 10 steps ahead of other people, and they usually go off very quickly. Aries Mercury, with their tone, you can always find whether they actually care or not. Aries Mercury don't shy away from expressing themselves, so you can easily tell what they are feeling, what they are thinking, simply because they are not hyped up to something as much as they can be, or they're not interested enough in something as much as they can be. So that's Aries Mercury in quick sense. There would be another video about different types of Mercury, so stay around. Now we have Aries and Venus. Aries and Venus, we're gonna talk about love interest and interests in general, because Venus relates to love, and to love, material, sentimentality, and interests, basically like music, art, and these type of things. What most likely the Aries Venus to love. Aries Venus in a relationship is most likely to be the one initiating, the most likely to be the one that calls the shot. They would probably love to be in a power dynamic, meaning that they want to have someone with full control and someone that is subordinate. Not so much BDSM as much as maybe into someone that's older and younger, and someone like rich with a big career, and someone that's like poor and not with a big career, or maybe even maybe someone that's like led a dangerous life, like maybe they were in the military, maybe they are in the police, a firefighter, or even they were in jail. And a person that's like cute and dandy, and it's like maybe was a librarian, maybe they were a teacher, maybe they were with kids. That's why Aries and Libra are opposite signs, because Libra is like cute and Aries is lit.
It's lit.
Let's just say they are fucking lit.
Hey.
Aries Venus in a relationship, sex wise, they probably love having sex a lot. Aries and Venus love to have a lot of sex.
Well, I got it!
And they love to have passionate sex, like angry sex, like what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? And then like fucking each other. And they probably would love to be the dominant one in bed rather than their partner. Yeah, they might like do low, like, how to say this, like BDSM, but like not BDSM, like not leather and chains and all that, no, but more like handcuffs and lingerie and like the kinds of strippers, which is one thing that we're gonna go much more deeper into with Aries Venus, or all of Venuses. I'm gonna talk about them in one video. Is how do they engage your relationship? But let's just say that Aries Venus is not subtle. Interests usually include loving very extreme, explicit type of music genre, maybe like metal music, rap, what else is like yeah, metal music, rap, hip hop, and rock. These four genres of music are what usually attracts an Aries Venus. They love bumping environments. They love like things with a whole lot of passion, because with metal music, even if I'm personally not a fan of metal music, but if you look at the lyrics, they are really, there's a lot given into it. Same thing goes with rap and hip hop and sometimes rock, which is what really attracts an Aries, because it's like they are relating to something that they're not speaking of, because Aries placements in general make a block in a way in that placement, in the sense of that you will not be able to express yourself freely, afraid of talking about weakness. For instance, Aries Sun would not talk about self-esteem issues and issues they had with their image and their personality. Aries Moon would not talk about emotional issues. Aries Mercury would not talk about not doing something right, not feeling right, needing help. Aries Venus will not talk about maybe, not having as many people as people think they may have, and not being able to get someone, and not being able to how to say this, maybe feeling intimidated from someone and all that. And with Aries Mars, it's an issue of power and the fact that they may have not got what they wanted. So music helps Aries express all of that. So they may become great lyricists. They may become great instruments players, especially like guitars and drums, anything that's like a loud instrument, not like, I don't know, the saxophone or the piano, like. But like they can play instruments, like I said, if they want to do it, they do it right. Also Aries fashion sense, it's very bold, up in your face, booty cheeks out, titties out, dick out, everything's out. They may not even have clothes on. It's fashion because they're naked. They're making a statement through being naked. Aries wears themselves on themselves, if you know what I mean. Like they love to wear who they are and how they're feeling at that day. And Aries Venus usually doesn't dress down. They usually overdress rather than underdress. And Aries Venus probably would love warm tone colors and bright colors and neons over cool tones and pale tones and pastels and all that. They may prefer more towards the opposite, the neon, the warm, the up in your face. Because of these colors enhance your adrenaline, and that's why Aries becomes even more active, is because they surround themselves with these colors. Aries Mars to me is a scary placement, because any sign that is placed in their original planet, like Aries with Mercury, Aries with Mars, Gemini with Mercury, Cancer with the Moon. It scares me because that just exacerbates those feelings even more. So imagine was an Aries Sun, like how intense they can be, and then just like add like 100 times more that to Aries Mars. To me personally, Aries stereotypes usually apply the most to Aries Mars, simply because Aries Mars can be dumb as fuck with their tactics, ruthless, not very kind, not so much kindness in their heart. I mean, again, Mars is the planet of war, so we're not expecting and it's how we deal with our enemies. And we're not expecting anything sweet and nice in that placement, but does that mean this person also have a huge drive to do things, like the biggest drive to, like, what they want, they will get it at whatever cost, which is kind of scary. And Aries in Mars also have huge sex drive.
Oh, Lord. Again. A fucking again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit. Same old fuck.
There's a lot of sex with Aries, just to like put it in a like quick. Aries and sex go hand in hand. Hand in hand. It's like this, they're like this, they're buds. Aries and Mars are like, I'm gonna crush my enemies. They don't have that many enemies because they beat the shit out of them. They're scared of them. They do not want to mess with them. They are not the one, bitch.
Hey, I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Guys, stop it! Dig your nails in me. You guys, stop. Oh shit! Okay, don't. Oh my.
They're not the one. And I'm telling you right now because I've seen one fight. And they're not the one. And then, you know, when you search people's birth charts and you're like, you know, that makes so much fucking sense. I snap horribly. But you know what? You know what? I don't care. Because Aries Mars is probably one of the most dangerous Mars placements out there. Simply because they are a fighter. Like, they don't survive because they will win. You gotta survive, period. And lastly, who do we have? What do we have? We have Aries rising, Aries ascendant. Aries and rising is one of the top intense looking people ever. They usually are, you know, their distinctive features are the eyes and the shoulders and the, you know, physical strength. Like, these things are very apparent. Like, when they walk or stand, you might see them like have a I don't know what this is, but you know what I mean. Like, their eyes are piercing through into your soul. Their shoulders are like more straight up. Like, they usually have like a Y body shape, which I don't know if you know the Y body shape, which is when basically someone is like a model, like a walking model. They really have a striking pose by just existing there. Aries Mercury well, you know, I don't know how the other houses placements go depending on the time. You know, you could have not exactly in order, you know. And Aries usually attract likewise in appearance. Aries is not the one to be with different types of people. Aries rising would more likely attract likewise rather than opposites, you know, not like, say, Cancer rising. You know, people with Cancer rising usually attract people with much bolder demeanors. And Aries rising, I don't know, an Aries rising, I'll place them around. I'll put them around if I find them, you know.
Liza Minnelli, lies.
You can see them, but you know, I'm not talking in depth about them. This is just like an homage to all the Aries, all the Arians, that are around here, you know. Happy birthday, happy late birthday, a happy early birthday. Eat your damn cake, ho. Eat the fuck up. And I'll do more videos about the other signs and about Aries placement with, you know, like throughout now the end of March and April. So I'll see you when I see you, okay? I don't know if I should tell you to follow me on Instagram because I don't have a channel Instagram. I have a personal Instagram. And yeah, I mean, follow me on Instagram if you want to put it down there. You can check my astrology Tumblr page, and I'll put it down there as well. Subscribe. Is that a really even word? Yeah. like this video, comment, and I'll put an email down in the description as well, so you can send me any of your suggestions. What do you want me to do? And you can send me also your voice notes and problems for a segment, like a segment I like to call TBM, Talk to Big Mary, or is it TTBM? Talk to Big Mary, which is me. I'm Big Mary. And, send me whatever you want me to talk, whatever. And we'll play it on video and we'll talk about it. I got more stuff to you other than astrology. We are reacting. We are diving into the world of Tumblr. We are watching some anti-LGBT videos, if you can't tell. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I did that. They don't sell it here, but I did that. So we are. That was gross. Why did I do that in front of the camera? Oh my god, I'm disgusting. I'm hungry as hell. Okay, so yeah, I did another video, but it was so low energy. I was hungry as fuck, and I was tired, and I was not having it. The lighting was bad. Right now I'm filming at a different side of the room than I did, and I looked so dark and so gross. Yeah, leave, bitch. What the fuck? Okay, it's over. Damn.